Hello, welcome to a recap of the first 10 FAM match days. For those of you doing the maths or looking at that little yellow bit down there, that's 10 FAM match days, making a total of 13 real world matches. But this week Ollie's team didn't play because they lost against West Ham a couple of weeks before. What many would say was probably the start of the rot, but I'm a bit more optimistic than they are. But one of the main points of diversion so far is that I beat West Ham on penalties. So my United get to play Manchester City. I think if Ollie had have found himself facing City midweek after the fun he had over the Liverpool result, then there wouldn't have even been a discussion about whether he'd still be the manager for Tottenham or not. Do I think he'll still be around after Tottenham? There's one day to go, but I'm going to make a prediction. You ready? Yes. I actually think that United are going to wipe the floor with Tottenham and then beat Atalanta and give City a slap around as well, and everyone will have forgotten about Ollie in, Ollie out dramas again until a few months or weeks later when it all goes wrong again. But before any of that, I thought it'd be fun to just have a quick glance at a compilation video of a compilation video. That's right, I made a compilation video of all my FAM goals so far, which I'll also link down here somewhere. But not for the live viewers, sorry about that, folk. He knows who I'm talking to. But yeah, so you can watch the recap video, or you can watch the recap of the recap, which looks something like this. Never ever misses. What a blinder. Cuts inside, go on Cristiano. Oh, he does it! Come on Pogba, have a crack. Oh my lord! See if it happens, you see. But I've done it again. I'm too busy talking to you now. Oh, Ronaldo. Oh, and Cristiano Ronaldo, what does he do? He pops one in. Ronaldo's still got pace. And he's on a 2. It's a brace for the man with the pace. Come on, it's helping. Bugger! And it's Naby Keita. Go for him, Pogba. And he did. But now, on to some homework. I spent many, many glorious hours making this graph. Only to discover that it's too small for me to see. I want to create output projector and enlarge to the full screen. There we go. Can you see me? Because I can't see you. Let me know in the comments if there's any technical difficulties. But yeah, up here, look. I'll remember to point with that finger. Up here, you can see the game actually started exactly the same. Look, United versus Leeds 5-1, both teams, real life and FAM. But Southampton was a draw for Ollie, and I won that one. Wolves beat me, so that flipped the score the other way. Then we both had wins against Newcastle, but the real United's version was more goal fest variety. Then I managed to convert a win against West Ham into a draw. I converted Aston Villa's victory into Aston Villa's horrific defeat. Everton's draw into a win. Leicester's loss into a win. But I found the great banana skin of Naby Keita and Jurgen Klopp's FAM Liverpool to be just as difficult as Jurgen Klopp's real life variety. Let me minimise this for a minute. Oh no, I don't know how to get out of this. Hey! Did anything explode? No. We're still live. Quick, pretend you know what you're doing. Turn that one off and put these on. Ooh, very nice. But I need to be able to see it as well. So bear with me, folks. Ooh, now I can see what I'm doing. On the far end, look, you can see the in real life league table after 9 games. Chelsea at the top, Liverpool, Manchester City, West Ham in the top 4, and way down there in 7th place, the cause of all the perturbations of the last week or so. Manchester United are 7th. I actually don't think that anybody needs to panic. I think as long as United win their next Champions League game and get guaranteed next round, there's no reason why Ollie can't carry on till the end of the season, whatever happens. And if he wins the Champions League and makes a great recovery in the Premier League, then the calls for heads on plates might have subsided again, as it seems to do on a seasonal basis for the young Norwegian fellow. But over on this side, oh, can I reach? Oh no, my finger disappears. That's very, yeah, just a bit above where my finger disappeared. Chelsea still at the top, Liverpool, City, no variation there. But United are back up where they should be in the top 4, and with 19 points, still within 1 win of catching Chelsea at the top. You can see that it's not only me and my United that have changed positions, though. It's affected loads of the other teams. Just scanning down, look, I've put red if they've got moved down positions and green if they've moved up, and orange if they've stayed in the same place. And only Leeds, out of all the teams I played, have stayed in the same position in the league. West Ham have gone down, Wolves up, Everton down, Leicester down, Southampton have moved up, only by 1 though. Aston Villa have moved down significantly for them because they're getting closer to the drop zone in the artificial universe. And Newcastle jump above Burnley. I wish there was a quicker way to switch them. There probably is, I've not learned it yet. And Champions League looks like this. Up at the top, I've put them all together on this one. Am I going to disappear behind it? No, I'm still in front. Up at the top, Champions League results after 3 matches. If you kind of blur your eyes a bit, as you can probably see, I don't really need to try very hard. There's red and green on the left side and yellow and green on the right side, but that actually means that I've got 1 less point, as you can see from the 2 tables below. United are still at the top on both tables, but it's completely flipped the order of every other team. Look, now instead of Villarreal being above Atalanta, they find themselves at the bottom. Even though they didn't lose any points from playing against me. What it did was it my draws have boosted the other two teams up, and they've jumped up above Villarreal. Oh wait a minute, no look, you can see I've made a bit of a mistake. I didn't put Young Boys below Villarreal, so it's not so bad for them after all. But it's looking more nervy for me. But today isn't the day for Champions League pontification. Instead, today is the day of the much awaited, the much debated League Cup. The crowd go mild. As you can see, the only drama so far in the League Cup worthy of note is that the underdogs, Manchester United, beat the absolutely fantastic West Ham, the bastards, and find ourselves facing 4 consecutive year winners, Manchester City. Don't worry, I'm still here. And in fact, I won't be for long. Because I've used a little bit of wizardry to go straight to the FAM screen, which I've got prepared with the same lineup that City played against West Ham, but I do accept the challenge, or the, what's the word? The moan, because it would be a moan if anybody said it, that Guardiola would probably take it more seriously and not have Palmer there, who according to FIFA is only worth 59 measly points. I kind of get the feeling that Guardiola is the only one of the top 4 teams, at least, that really takes this cup seriously. But over on my side of the screen, you can see that I've gone for a 3-5-2, or in this case, it's a 3-1-4-2. I've switched back to Henderson in goal. I want to get him back fit again, and so I think if he was in this cup, then he would be able to keep the number 1 shirt, at least for that run of cup games. With Shaw, Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka, I think Maguire's still too knackered and needs a break, and I think it's too early to rush Varane back, although I think we might see him against Tottenham tomorrow. McTominay's my captain and steadfast warrior in the middle of CDM, but I've got Pogba, who can't play in the league but can play in the fictional League Cup. His injury cleared up just long enough for him to play in the League Cup, and he's got Van der Beek next to him because Bruno is warming the bench, keeping it ready for Van der Beek, I suspect. Sancho over where he should be, and Martial where he doesn't like being, but he'll still prefer that to nowhere to be seen. With Cavani and Greenwood forming the perfect double strike team that I think they would have been if Ronaldo hadn't have appeared. But on the bench I've got Ronaldo, Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, because if it looks like the game isn't going my way, regardless of how serious Pep seems to be taking it, I'm going to be throwing out all the guns, except for Jesse Lingard, probably. Oops. I think I'll just take a moment to swig some water. Marvellous then. Press plus. And what is nobody reminding me of in the comments? That's wrong. Let's turn off the second jump. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lovely warm evening here in Manchester, as always. Not raining at all. But I'm not allowed to talk because it's raining here as well. Well, he didn't really expect to give him the ball so easily, so he thought I may as well have a boot. I think for squad rotation, Ollie does have to accept a little criticism. But my squad is a little bit more rotated, so I've not got as many grumpy players complaining to the press that they're not getting enough leg stretching. Oof. I ended up getting the ball, and he already committed himself to the foul before he realised that Greenwood had the ball quite comfortably. And that's a stupid place to give away a free kick as well, isn't it? They're going to make me suffer. Oh! 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 Passes out from the back. Who said we can't pass out from the back? Oops. Greenwood said. Come on, lad, run on. What was I trying to do? McTominay. Isn't it an anomaly? McTominay. I was going to say he's looking a bit sluggish. No, he's looking a bit sluggish. He's looking a bit yellow striped on arrowed. So I've got to be careful not to go in too heavy with him. Oh, but he's getting into a good attacking position at Tumble. I think the move away from Ollie's overly cautious double pivot and giving McTominay more responsibility has really paid off for my team. If you heard a weird snorting noise then, it wasn't me. It was a small animal that resides on my floor. Well, not on my floor, in a basket. It's a beagle! Or half beagle. Oh, Pogba's on the move. What does he do? Oh, he has good shots, but not quite wins. Or scores. Oh, and there's Donny van de Beek. Proving them all wrong. No, proving them all right. The only one who proved wrong was Ollie, who has already been out of the job for the last 3 months and 9 minutes. Yeah, I did kind of go off Donny a bit for the FAM world at the same time that I went off him in real life because of his first sulking to the mainstream press. Oh, I missed it. I don't even know who he is. I didn't even realise that he was on the substitutes bench until I set them up to resemble the one from midweek. It was because I was talking to you lot again. No offense. Yeah, we currently have 179,000 people watching live, so thank you all. Shame that none of you are commenting. You know, even if this is half a team of second strings, they actually seem... I'm not going to jinx it. I remember I've got commentators jinx and active player jinx simultaneously. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on putting Donny van der Beek in front of this guy with a head. Mentions coaching team need to get somebody who can figure out how to deal with free kicks and crosses. Well, we rode that half out quite well, really, considering the massacre that I got against Liverpool earlier in the week. Yeah, I was going to say something about Pogba though. The fact that he came out in the week with his message that any talk of him not supporting Ollie was an outright lie. May clear his name of any wrongdoing in this particular instance, but that indirectly tarnishes him for the previous year when his agent was stirring the waters on the night of the match against RB Leipzig, because if the agent was saying something wrong about Pogba, then as he's proved this week, he would have come out and said, no, that's wrong, I don't believe that. But for this game, Pogba's still in my good books, especially because when I was making the recap video, I saw just how many good goals I'd scored with him. Ronaldo's still my golden boy there, and I've got the choice of bringing him on in a bit, which I think might strike fear into the hearts of Manchester City fans everywhere. Greenwood's up for a trot there. He knows he's not getting 90 minutes, I've already told him. Well, I've not seen much from Sancho yet. Go on! Smack it! Scott's getting in a lot of good positions in this match, isn't he? Freed up by not having to watch out for Fred's football. Oh, I ran the wrong way. What a disappointment. I'm going to bring out the big guns in a minute. Oh, come on, Poggers. Pogsbury. Oh, Danny, you've just sealed your own fate. Can't afford to go behind. Remember, in this round there's no extra time, it would only go straight to penalties. Hold on. Wan-Bissaka at the moment is my favourite of all the defenders, so having him in a 3 actually makes better use of him because he's more central and he doesn't have to pretend that he knows how to run up the line. But yeah, I think it's time for changes. I'm going to slip Van der Beek into McTominay's position. He's done a good job, but that yellow card's worrying me. And I'm going to let Bruno stretch his knees. And he can finish as captain as well. I don't know any other way of changing it. Greenwood was already dragging a leg behind him. I think Ronaldo's better from the left than the right there. Pogba, Fernandes, Van der Beek in the middle, and I better not overuse my substitutes. I've still got one left. If I'm looking stretched at any point, I'll swap Rashi out for Matchford. Boom! I was booing the scorer, by the way, not the guy coming on. Oh! Scott should have already come off anyway. What was he doing? There were 12 men on the pitch. He won't give up his armband either. And then the car goes. Don't fuck up that puck, whatever you do. I may be guilty of over-trusting behind the league. Come on, make him run it out. Yeah, good one. Oh, no. Yeah, one of the things that I really don't get about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tenure, regardless of how much longer it lasts, is how I used to know him as the super sub, along with baby-faced assassin and I think that was the two main ones. But he was known as super sub partly because of that 4 goals after coming on off the bench routine he did that time. Oh, I picked out the right pass and it didn't pass it the way I wanted it. The reason Ollie's a legend in the first place is because he came off the subs bench to score the winner against Bayern Munich after him and Sheringham had both been sitting it out, because at that time at that time it was Dwight York and Andy Cole were the obvious first choice. So he's got Ronaldo, Cavani, Greenwood and Martial that can all play the middle of the forward line. Preferably as 2 in the middle. Look, I've got to get Rashford on there. Martial's not done enough. Yeah, how is it that he doesn't understand better how to keep all the players not only happy but also match fit? Because there were times when you think, well, I don't want to bring off my best players because he might be about to do something, but you've got to be able to read the game and the body language and think, yeah, this guy ain't going to score no matter what happens. And put him out of his misery. Some of them don't even realise that they need to come off. What's going on now? Come on, Hendo. He's trying to trick you. The safety! And give it straight back to him. Watch him score now. 18 minutes. Doesn't make much difference. And the beat clears it. Come on, get on him. They're too stupid to realise you're chasing him. Man City players I'm talking about, not CPUs. But they're doing it again. Oh, because they're time wasting, aren't they? So they're not as stupid as a robot might be. Come on, I haven't got fucking time for this. Get it out. No. Piss. I would have liked to have a cut one. Well, in the same way as with the Liverpool game, some results are just meant to be. I'd already disrupted the timeline for long enough by getting past West Ham. Of course, now in the FAM universe, Manchester City can go all the way to the final and win the cup. And we'll never know, because we're not covering the cup anymore. We're out. And speaking of which, I think it's a good time for me to say, well, good evening then.